Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here to do a little work in my personal journal. So this is a journal with me or craft with me, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, grab your journal and journal along with me if you want to. Or just catch up with some crafting that you want to do that you've been wanting to do and putting off, right? So uh, last time I did this last week on last Wednesday, if you haven't seen that video, and I will have my journal with me playlist linked below so you can see all my journal with me's. I don't have that many, but I have some. I don't think I have that many. Maybe I have more than I think. But anyway, we did this together here where it was, I was putting in things from where I had voted, and we put this little fabric pocket in. It's just a piece of red, white, and blue kind of patriotic fabric. I added a little piece of a calendar, or it was a tiny calendar that I had in my stash from years ago. And trying to see if it says the year. It does not say the year. I don't think, no, it doesn't. But it says November. And so I added, last week, added a journaling card. Did I get it stuck? Uh-oh. It's a little stuck in there. Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay, and I didn't write on this one yet. Okay, and then I added this little card here, which had red hearts on it. So I was, trying to go with red, white, and blue, and I made a belly band on top of it. That's my actual I voted sticker from the when I voted. I added a little arrow and a date here, November 8th, 2022, with my label maker. And then I wrote about it, the experience here on this little piece of red paper. And put the date. Did I put the date on here too? Yes, I did. And I just slipped that in my belly band. And, well, it was just in there. There we go. And here's my little drawing card. And I wrote about it over here too, about my family voting. And I also had some Cracker Jack prizes that are red, white, and blue, just by coincidence. And so I made another red, white, and blue page here where I added this kind of trim, kind of almost like a fringe. Put a little note here and just decorated. Had some fun decorating. I put the date, I just put the month here because, it was that past week or whatever, but I didn't really, feel the need to put the exact date, So there's a little date there from my label maker. So I said I needed to go back and put in and print, because I ran out of little, photo paper for my sprocket. I have an HP sprocket that I print these little pictures on, and I had run out of paper, and because I had printed all of these pictures here that I was trying to catch up on pictures from my granddaughter and get those in my Mimi's journal. So I had printed these, and then I didn't realize I was out of paper when I went to print these, and so I had to order more. And so this week I'm going to put these in, but first I want to put something here. I wanted to put a little something patriotic paper maybe in the background here. This is fine. I was going to do this, but I thought, well, why not put a little bit of paper on here, in the background, just to brighten it up a little bit. So I pulled out a few things, actually. I pulled out some scrapbook paper because, I love scrapbook paper. So that was my first thought. But I only need a little piece here, so I thought, well, I'll look at my scrap pack. This is my scrap pack from Dollar Tree of paper. And I have some red paper in here and some blue paper. Let's see. Let me put it over here for a second and see what my blue paper from here looks like. So I have these little scraps from that scrap pack. This would be actually the perfect size. This would be 2, but I think I'm going to go with this and go ahead and just tear this down a little bit so I can fit it on here. So about right there, I'll tear a piece and we'll glue this down. We'll put my pictures down, and then I have my other journals here that I need to work in, or I need to work in my Mimi's journal. I don't know if we have time. I'll go ahead and work in that today too. And then I was going to show you my other journals in case you're new to my channel and you haven't seen them. The other ones that I currently work in. Now the other ones that are done, I have a personal journal that's full a friend journal for like from things from Happy Mail and things like that. Notes from people from Happy Mail and you know, my YouTube channel and things. So I will, I have that, and I have I have three actually December dailies that I've completed. So sometime, maybe in December, I'll show you the December dailies, you know, when we start December. So this is going to hang like this little piece that Aaliyah had put in here when she made the journal. That I won this from Aaliyah DePina, and this journal. So I'm going to put this right here as a little background for my pictures. And this has some fibers in it. It's like almost like handmade paper from this from Dollar Tree. You know, I had to, you know, I had been wanting to try one of their scrap packs, and I was trying to resist it, but then one day I didn't resist it and I got one. So gosh, my pen is really in there. Let me pause for a second because this is like glued in there, it feels like. Just one second. Okay, yeah, there's a glob of glue there under my pin, you know, where your pin goes in, and it was just really holding on to that pin. So I got that off and got my glue flowing. I already put it on this piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. I'll kind of like just make a little background for my pictures. And there we go. I just wanted this one instead of the blue because it's a little bit of a brighter color. So I wanted to keep as much of the pictures as I could because you kind of can tell where they are when they sent me their pictures. And I'm going to need to write their name under so I know whose is whose later on when I look at it. I'll know. I might use my Sharpie so it shows up nicely. But yeah, this was the first one that was sent to me that day. So November 8th. And these are just little, these little photo papers. They're actually photo papers that you can order for if you have an HP sprocket. If you have one, you know, but in case you don't have one, I'm letting you know. They're like 2x3 little photo papers, and they are stickers. So when you want to put them in, and they're very sticky. I don't know if I've ever added glue. I might have, and I might add glue today. But yeah, you can add glue or not add glue, but yeah, this was the first one, and she was in her car here. So that's a steering wheel right there. So I thought that she came out from voting and sent me her. I thought it tells a little story all on its own. Like she voted, she came out to her car, and there we go. She sent me her I voted sticker. So that was awesome, right? And then, so this is going to go down here. And right at the top, because I have three pictures to fit in this little space right here. So there's one, and maybe right here in this little space I'll write her name. And then, see, this one is my son's, and his is also taken in his car. I believe this is his dashboard. So he has it propped up on the dashboard there on a little button or something, it looks like, to me anyway. So this one's going to go, let's see, where am I going to have room for? Let me make a plan, because this one I can cut off a little bit. Probably right here. I can tell she's at home. I know that's her craft cabinet in back, and she was holding this in her fingers and sending me a picture. So that one, yeah, I could fit that one right there. So, well, that one's going to be covered. Maybe like that. I'll put, you know, I can cut off a little bit of this one because I can still tell what it is, and then I'll have a little bit more room. Let me do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh, before I peel off the back, I'm just going to cut it off right here. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so that one will be right there, and this one can be right there, and I'm going to cut that a little bit too. So let's do this one. These backs are not hard to cut off. I mean, you know, get off of here normally. This side I cut, so let's see if it works better on the side I didn't cut, getting the paper off. No, I got it. Okay, I guess it's about the same. I just dropped it. Okay, there we go. Now a little bit of glue on here. I'm just using my art glitter glue on the back of these. And I want to make sure I have it on the edges. Most important thing, to make sure the edges stay down. If the edges stay down, I figure the rest of it's going to stay down, right? So I'll put this down as low as possible so I have room for the other one. Oops, let's don't put it upside down, Sherry. I really would like to put it crooked, but I don't think I have room to put it crooked. So I'm going to put it straight here. And this is my son, one of my sons. So his name I can write down here. I'll put a little arrow there. Okay. And then just because I'm going to put a picture here, well, it's going to be mostly up here, I think. So like this is mostly floor here. And I can see the cabinet. See, if I cut this off, I know that that's her cabinet, craft cabinet back there. So I'm going to see, I'll leave as much as the cabinet as possible so I know in the future I'm like, oh yeah, that's her cabinet. So I can recognize it. Okay, I didn't cut it straight. I have my paper cutter here, but in case I need it, but mostly I can use scissors. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here. It still covers up too much of his car there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. And yeah, let's see how that goes. Yeah, about right. Yeah, that works out good. That's perfect. And my other son didn't send me his that day, but his girlfriend assured me that he voted. And then I asked him, I mean, I knew he didn't have, for some reason, I just knew he didn't have a sticker. But I did ask him the other day before this video. I was like, you don't have your I voted sticker to send me a picture of? And he's like, I don't know where it is. So that's just so him, you know, type of thing. Youngest one, my youngest one. Okay. All right. I think that worked out very well. And so that is, let me put her name. Let me put her name right here. I'll put a little arrow with hers. I'll put a little arrow on hers. And I got a little arrow on my son's. Let me make him a bigger arrow because I made their arrow bigger. Okay, there. That's super cute, right? And you've got the red behind, so that looks cute. Here's where I wrote about what happened that day. And so that's where I am with this journal. I still have this to do here. And that's all I've put in here. The rest of it is ready for me to add things to. But it's super fun, right? To see how things turn out. Each page. Okay, so that one I'm going to put to the side, and I'll show you my Mimi's journal. I think I have a little bit of time to at least open it up here and maybe put a picture in, and I'll have to do the rest. I'm thinking of doing Journal with Me's on Wednesdays until I get caught up, you know, with my pictures, because I have more to print out. I have all of these, like I just showed you. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little pictures. And then I need to print out more because yesterday, this video will be posted on Wednesday, but this past weekend was my granddaughter's number 2 birthday. So we had her birthday party, and I have pictures from that to print out now. So this is, I'm not going to open it up, but this is my Wreck This journal, and I've showed you this before. I do have some things to put in here, but not today. I don't even have them in here, so we won't do that today. And then this is, let me show you how thick it is, by the way. And it's way far from being done. And then this is my glue book. So it's another journal that I made, but I use it for gluing. And I have glued in here some things. So glue books are fun if you like gluing, just sitting and gluing things into books. I just used a regular book and didn't add anything to it. I'm just gluing on the pages, you know, onto the pages from the book. I did do it like an altar book. I took some pages out because, see, like right here, that's a page I took out so I would have room to glue things in, because see how thick it is already? It's already thicker than it was. And I took out a bunch of pages in order to be able to glue into it. Okay, and this is my Mimi's journal. It's pretty thick now, and I've got a long ways to go as far as putting things in. I have put a lot in here, but not. I really thought I would be like through this in 1 year by the time she was 1 year old, and I'm not. So that tells you. Well, I mean, I could have put in a lot more, but it started before she was born, and did all of these pages. One day I'll do a flip through when it's done, maybe. And but I did a lot of pages before she was born. There's her baby shower, and then some after she was born. And I mean, you can fit a lot of these little pictures on one page. So super cute. This is a Mother's Day card from last year, or 2021, and just some really cute pictures. And I'm all the way over. Let's see. Did I go any farther here? Nope, nope. That's where I am. Okay. So I'm done with that page. I've started over here. And so the papers I put in here were a lot of scrapbook papers, and like this is wallpaper. This is paper from a baby book that was this baby book. It was like a 1940s baby book, and I just have, is it 2 signatures or 3 signatures? It's 3 signatures. And I'm finishing up the first signature right now. So this is just, right here, this is just the first signature. And then I've got all of this to go, the other 2 signatures. Wow, this could last a long time, couldn't it? If I got through 2 years in this could be, wow. We'll see how old she is when I get done with this. That will be interesting. Okay, so this is a Mother's Day card too, so like I did that page, but that's it. Okay, is that a Mother's Day card or my birthday? I'm not sure. That's a Mother's Day card. Okay. Yeah, my daughter-in-law makes all of her cards, so very fun to put into my journals. Okay, so I'm going to start from, because I have some from when she's pretty young that I never printed out. And then I have some more current. So these are more current. These are pretty old here. Like she was like only 6 months old here. She's actually she's older there than she is here. I just went through my pictures and found some I had never printed out. So I kind of just like these. I don't need to put a background. I could. And I have paper in here to add little mats if I want to. But see how you can do it pretty quick. This I did add a piece here, but let's see if I have any. Let's see what scraps I have back here for a minute. I'm trying to see where my pockets are. Let's see. So yeah, that pocket has a Mother's Day card in it, and I have pieces here. So let me take these pieces out because I need to use these pieces too. Okay. All right. So here we are. I have a little piece of a ribbon here. Could be cute. I think I might put that behind one of these. So let me start. Yeah, these are the youngest ones. This is a really young one. She has hardly any hair here, apparently. And I remember this one. She was like 5 months old, or maybe even younger, but they were telling me, they brought a little jumper, the baby jumper thing, so you can put the babies in and they can sit in there and spin around and play with the toys and the toys that are on it. And jump up and down and things. It has little springs on it. Yeah, I put her in it, and it was one they kept at my house. Someone gave it to them, and they said you can keep this here for her, and we did use it a lot. But I remember I put it in there because they said she can only go in there when she's so and so amount of weight. She had to weigh a certain. It wasn't really age; it was weight and size. And they were like, you can't put her in there until she's this weight. But I did anyway. I put her in there and of course washed her and everything, make sure she was okay in there. But she was, I could see where, she needs to be a little taller, a bigger to actually, But that day was one of the days I put her in there before she was actually weighed enough for her. And there she is, so cute, sitting in that little jumper. So, yeah, grandmas. Mimi's, sometimes they do things a little bit because we have had children before. We kind of know what we're doing most of the time, right? So yeah, But anyway, okay, so we're putting this one in. I put that little piece of ribbon in there to go behind it to decorate this page a little. And it has little bears on there. This is a vintage piece of fabric ribbon, by the way. So I'll put this up here. And maybe after the video I'll write a little date like I said. Or maybe I'll even write down that little story and put in here somewhere. Here's some things I had glued on these pages already. Because she was 1 here, and I put a little 1. I think she was 1 year old there. So I'll make some little notes in here so I know how old she was. Here she was about, I'm thinking she was 6 months old. Because, see, here she's on a quilt in my living room floor. And she's pushing up, you know, and here she's sitting up. And here she's, oh, she was taking a nap that day. This is all the same day. Maybe I'll put all these over here because they're all the same day. And she clapped for the first time this day. I was had some music on, some pretty music, and actually it was music to a video, a YouTube video. But it was really pretty. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was just like the perfect background for this because I actually took a video of her this day, and I was working on clapping with her, and she actually, I was taking a video, and so it looked like she was going to clap, and she clapped for the first time, and I actually got it on video and, you know, texted it to everybody, like her mom and dad, because her mom and dad were, where were they that day? Because they're usually at my house, but for some reason I was babysitting that day, so anyway, it was pretty cool. I got it on video, and I taught her how to clap, and she clapped at my house for the first time. So I think I'll put, let's see, in order of what happened, I think it was this one first. Then she, you know, wore herself out and she took a nap. So, well, I think I'm just going to put them here. I love this paper here, so I don't want to, I'm just going to put them right on this paper. Besides that, I think I'm running out of time, so we'll get these down, and then I'll do some more next Wednesday. So if you want to see some more Journal with Me's, check it out on Wednesday and see if I did one. And I will be doing one for the next few, so, because I have all these pictures. So, okay, so that one where she was awake and playing with her toys. Whoops, let me take the paper off here. And then this one where she started clapping. This was a picture of it. In fact, I think I took this picture from the video. And I don't think I actually took a picture. I think I took that picture from the video. Okay, I'm going to put that one right in the middle. And then this one where she took a nap. And she puts her, when she gets tired, that's a signal that she gets tired. She puts her thumb in her mouth, and that means, I'm getting tired. Almost time for bedtime or a nap or whatever. She still does it at 2 years old. But then sometimes she'll snap out of it. She'll be like if she's at my house, she won't lay down and take a nap unless she was like forced to or something. So she'll like be getting tired, but then she'll just like snap out of it and wake up and be like able to go on and not take a nap. But back then she was like, when she put her thumb in her mouth, she had to have a nap, and there she is sleeping on a quilt. 'Cause I don't. That way, we did have a bed crib here, a portable crib for her, but she didn't like to sleep in it. I just let her lay down there, and I think I rubbed her back or something, and she just fell asleep. So that's it for today. Got three journal, worked on this one, and I'm going to end here because I think I'm running out of time. But I'll be back to work with this, finish up putting things in my Mimi's journal, and next Wednesday I'll have that video for you. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then. Happy crafting.